59% win ratio. Second to none.
Welcome back to the Force 9's YouTube channel. Welcome back to the Sherwood Challenge on Football Manager 2017, carrying on with Swindon today. 2 more League One games this time, Bolton at home and then AFC Wimbledon away. Before we jump into those games though, let's have a look at the goals from the games off screen. In the game away against Oldham Athletic, Swindon got off to a great start as Abika scored with less than 2 minutes played. Oldham were all over the place at the back, and with 10 minutes played, Hilton pounced on an error and made it 2-0. In the 14th minute, it was 3-0, and that's how it ended. Sean Murray getting the goal here. Oldham 0, Swindon 3, all 3 goals coming within 14 minutes of play. It was a cagey affair at home against Northampton Town. 74 minutes in, Swindon won a penalty as Kassim was brought down in the box by Diath. Luke Norris would take the penalty and converted, sending the keeper the wrong way and giving us a 1-0 lead with 75 minutes played. However, Northampton did take a point away from the county ground as Zakawani scored in the 85th minute, and it ended Swindon 1 and Northampton 1. Next up was a visit to Shrewsbury, and while we did control the game, only scored the 1 goal as Jamie Sendles White scored from a corner with 38 minutes played. Shrewsbury 0, Swindon 1 was the final score here. Next up we hosted the West Ham under-23s in the EFL Trophy, and Sean Murray opened the scoring with 40 minutes played, scoring past Darren Randolph. 52 minutes into the game, it was 2-0, and Luke Norris scoring from open play for the first time in about 6 games. A good goal by Norris to make it 2-0. 67 minutes into the game, Alex Pike received a straight red card for a foul on Luke Norris. And then the 83rd minute, Swindon themselves went down to 10 men as Neil Bishop picked up a second yellow card, and he got his marching orders. West Ham did pick up a consolation goal in the 86th minute through Kaleri, but could only manage the 1, and it ended Swindon 2 and the West Ham under-23s 1 in the Checkatrade Trophy. So we're through in that tournament, which is good. We still have Exeter to play in that, so I don't know what happens with that further on. I don't know the rules of the competition, I don't pay a lot of attention to it. But in terms of the league, we're doing really well. We're in 2nd place, we are level on points with Oxford. Goal difference is just a little bit worse though. We've got Bolton today. Now, we do have players on international duty again. This happened before, and we didn't do too well. Jordan Stewart, Sendles White, Kassim, and De Silva are all on international duty. We can give Ormond Lotwell a space on the bench. We've got David McAllister. We'll give him a space on the bench. Will Christopher and Stewart. We don't have any other cams. We'll put John Goddard on the bench. He's a wide player. He won't play, a great deal. He's had 1 game off the bench. Strikers have, struggled to score recently. Loris scored a couple of goals off screen, but 1 was a penalty and 1 was in the EFL Trophy. He hasn't scored an open play in the league for quite a while. He's only got 4 in 10, which I would hope for better, but never mind. Hilton has 2. Abika has 6, which is okay, but again, I'd like it to be more than that. Delfonso has 3. And, our midfield is scoring goals as well. We've got goals from Doughty, Bishop's got 1, Thomas and Murray have scored goals. So yeah, we're getting goals from all sorts of places at the moment. It's good to see. Okay, so in terms of Bolton's team, Anik is in goal. The back 4, I don't recognise a great deal. Jay Spearing in defence, former Liverpool player of course. Is that Sammy or Shola? That is Sammy Amiobi. David Wheat is on the bench. Trotter I recognise. Dean Moxey. So yeah, a few players there that I recognise from Bolton. Some that actually, did play for them when they were in the Premier League, which feels like a lifetime ago now. What was that, 2012 maybe they were last in the Premier League? It was about then. And, they're in League One now. It really hasn't gone well for Bolton. Yeah, it's a fall from grace, definitely. They used to be a really good team. And they had guys like Kevin Davies and, is that his name? Yeah, Kevin Nolan as well. Jask Lynham was a fantastic goalkeeper. I just realised I don't have my match stats or formation up because I removed them for showing the goals. Otherwise, you don't want all this stuff in the way when it comes to this. Bolton have a corner here, and Lloyd Jones has conceded a penalty. 22 minutes into the game. We're about halfway through the first half, and Bolton have a penalty here to take a lead at the county ground. Medine is going to take it, and Vigouroux makes a great save. Really good work, and it's a foul by Hansen, who was carrying a knock. He's been booked, so tried to win the ball back, but he committed a foul in the process. The number 12, that is, there, Cam, carrying an injury. We could use that to our advantage. Bolton have had a couple of chances this game. We've had a couple of shots, plenty of the ball, but we haven't found our way through yet. I'm going to go to attacking. We're having lots of the ball. Hopefully we can break down that defence. I should say, right, I faced Northampton off screen, and they played like one of the most defensive formations I've seen. They didn't play a striker. They played 4 at the back. They played 2 defensive midfielders, 2 wide midfielders, and a cam. No striker. And that's why we drew 1-1. You know, I was surprised we even scored the 1 goal because it just wasn't going well. Okay. That's not what I wanted. Try and rescue this, please. I think I missed. Did I misclick or did I just not read? Oh, well, Jermaine Hilton looks happy. That's good. But everyone else looks to switch off. We have made an absolute cock up of that team talk. Oops. It's not often I do that, actually. I very rarely cock up team talks, but I have done there. Hopefully we can come out of this with a win. We're at home against Bolton. On paper, we should be winning this. Vigouroux has made a few saves. He's done well today. He's had some poor performances and made some mistakes, but today he is showing what a good goalkeeper he can be, and he saved a penalty, of course. But 55 minutes in, we haven't really had a chance today. We're going to take off one of the strikers. Hilton's okay. We're going to bring on Abika for Norris. We're going to drop Murray just a little bit deeper like that. And we're going to turn Connor Thomas into a box-to-box, and we're going to make Doughty a roaming playmaker. Connor Thomas now. Here's Bishop again. And now Doughty. This is good play. This is good to see. Passing it well. Murray to Hilton, and Hilton scores. That's what I wanted to see. Deadlock is broken in the 67th minute, and it's Jermaine Hilton who's got the goal, the false 9 with the goal. Yeah, well, not me. I'm managing the team, but he is a false 9, and you know it's a position that's actually working well for once, because I've used it in the past and it just hasn't worked out. You know, but I haven't really had the right tactic for it. But this looks like the perfect platform for that false 9 role to really take effect. It's working really well. We're going to make a substitution in midfield. Neil Bishop is absolutely exhausted. Poor him. What are we going to do? We'll bring on Rogers. Anton Rogers. We'll leave him as the ball winner. That's fine. To say we've been on top, I'm not sure. It's evened out a bit now. Bolton have missed quite a few chances. But it's been a close game, definitely. Doughty wins the ball there. There could be a good attack here. Here is a Beaker. He's got plenty of support. He chooses Connor Thomas. And here's James Brophy. Can he get Hilton through? Hilton has scored. 82nd minute. It's his second goal. And it's Swindon's second goal. Forgot who was managing for a second. 2-0. And after a slow start to the game, you know, the team talk, I thought I cooked it up. But maybe it's a good one. Because we've gone out there and we've scored 2 goals. So, you know, we can't really complain with that. Going to make one more change in the game. We're going to take off Sean Murray. Let's bring on David McAllister. Clean sheet would be nice as well. But we've definitely improved in the game. Defending has been really good today. Vigouroux saved a penalty. Brophy with a free kick here. Could be a third goal with 3 minutes left. But now Clayton coming forward for Bolton. People in white shirts in the box now. Proctor with a header. And Taylor has put it in the goal. Chris Taylor scores 88th minute. And now it's 2-1. Now I'm going defensive. Why am I still on attacking? I've made a balls up there. I've messed up, but I think I've gotten away with it, so that's okay. But there is still a couple of minutes left. Here is Doughty. And now Hilton. And Abika, he has to score, and he does. And it's an instant reply, and it is 3-1. Abika scores his 7th for the season. And now, hopefully game over. Doughty to Hilton. Hilton, nice flick there. And then Abika easily scores past the goalkeeper. But Hilton there, a fantastic assist. Only a few seconds left, but there may be a last chance for a 4th goal here. Hilton, that was way off target. But it is full time. Swindon 3, Bolton 1. It was a slow start to the game. But we definitely improved in the second half. Well done, that was a good win. Hilton did have a really good game. 9.1, 2 goals and 1 assist. Really good stuff. Don't praise individual performances in games often. I should do it more often. Because morale, I said this in my previous series, that morale seems to play a huge part in the game right now. That if your morale's good, you will pick up points, you will score goals, and you'll play well. If your morale's low, you do tend to perform less. So morale seems to be a key factor in Football Manager 2017. Okay, so we do have to wait a week for the Wimbledon game. Thankfully, though, we will have our players back from international duty. We'll have a full strength team. No, we might not need to change it, considering what we just saw. We beat Bolton 3-1, so we may go out unchanged again for the third game in a row. We'll have the same starting 11, I think. There was a little bit of news, actually. I don't know if I covered it, but while he was injured, Nathan Thompson did sign a new 2-year contract. Or it might even have been a 3-year contract, but I'll have a look. It was a 3-year contract, yeah. Nathan Thompson signed a new deal, so that's really good. Sherwood got him on a new deal. Our captain, one of our best players, and he's going to be here for the foreseeable future, so that's good to see. There was some interest at the start of the campaign, people wanting to buy him, but he has signed a new deal. He's earning 4,800. Okay, Yasser Kasim has turned down a contract. He doesn't believe Swindon's squad is strong enough to play at a level matching his own ambitions. I wonder what he was offered. I don't know, but he's turned down a contract. That could be a stumbling block. Kasim, statistically, in terms of star rating, is our best player. And yeah, apparently he has turned down a new contract. Okay, AFC Wimbledon versus Swindon. Okay, now the team is, fitness-wise, absolutely fantastic. Playing pretty well. So, again, I'm not going to change anything, although the bench is going to make some additions. So Kasim will come on. We'll get Sendel's White back in. Do we put De Silva back? Yeah, De Silva's been playing well. I think we'll put De Silva back in there, and we'll replace Ormondot with Brophy on the bench. I think that'll be everything. We could bring Stewart back. Yeah, we'll get McAllister off the bench because I don't see myself playing him very often. So yeah, we'll go unchanged for the first 11, and yeah, we'll just bring those players back from international duty onto the bench. Now, I think Wimbledon, where are they? They're 17th. 3 wins, 3 draws, 6 defeats. In terms of players, they've got James Shea, Meads, Charles Robertson Fuller, Frankham, Parrott, Reeves, Whelpdale playing, and Barnett. I honestly don't know any of those people. Now, of course, they used to have the beast that is Akin Fenway. Look at that 20 strength, but he's at Wickham, so yeah, I'll tell you, I don't know any of those AFC Wimbledon players. Show me what you can do to keep our run going. Played really well last time, so let's see if we can do more of the same. We'll just go passionate with the team talk. We'll try not to cock up the halftime team talk. Maybe that was a blessing in disguise. You know, the team talk didn't go well in terms of the colour, it was all red. But we did score 3 goals in the second half, so it wasn't all that bad. I think we got away with that one. Here's Reeves on the ball for Wimbledon. Here is Palayan and Barnett. It's another penalty. Lloyd Jones. Second penalty conceded in as many games. Who's going to take this? It's Whelpdale. And Vigouroux. Oh, he goes the right way, but this time it does go in. 12 minutes played. Wimbledon have a 1-0 lead. And again, it's a penalty. So we'll see it again. Lawrence Vigouroux did go the right way, but didn't get to the ball. He probably should have done it. It wasn't the strongest penalty in the world. But nevertheless, we do have a 1-0 trail at the moment. 1-0 deficit. De Silva, free kick. Why is De Silva on free kicks? Excuse me. I thought I had set pieces for this tactic. Obviously, I don't. Look at our corner takers look. Awful. Really bad. We've missed the target with 6 of our 8 shots. That's not good enough. We need to be better than this. Coming up to the half-hour mark. Still trailing 1-0. Hilton's picked up an injury. It's a back injury. We'll go till half-time. He doesn't seem to be improving at all condition-wise, so I think we'll have to bring him off at half-time, and now he is, but we'll have to keep a close eye on him. Here's Doughty, and now Thomas. Now Murray. Norris. Can we find a goal from this highlight? De Silva to Bishop. Thomas. Interruptions, hooray! Will we score from this highlight? Probably not now, because I've cursed it by cutting. But here's Doughty. Bishop to Thomas. Murray. Passing really well here. Norris. Hilton. Oh, come on. I know you're injured, but come on. That was an absolute sitter. Right, half time he is coming off because I'm worried. We'll bring on a Beaker, I think. Having loads of the ball, but we just can't actually hit the target at the moment. We've only had one on target, which is not good enough. Here's Murray, and now Norris. Now come on, you've got to score from this. Doughty, it was a save, so that was on target. That's better. But we need to find a goal. Thompson takes this corner, and that's poorly controlled and cleared. Only as far as Furlong. Now Murray to Bishop. And that's the end of that. Not playing well today. Half time is approaching. We will get Hilton off. He's not playing well. He's also carrying a knock. We will get him off. Go assertive with the team talk. I expect to see a much better showing in the second half. We will bring on Jonathan Abika. And we'll leave it at that for now. Just the one change. Defending's not been great either. I mean, look at what was Lloyd Jones on? 6.0. Because of the penalty. I mean, if you concede a penalty straight away, your rating goes right down. But hopefully we can come back in the second half. We're coming forward here. Norris. Here is a Beaker. Can he find a... Oh, Thomas, come on. What is that? There's awful shooting. There's not a lot else we can do about this shooting, really. We can't ask to shoot less. Because if we're not shooting, we're not going to score goals. But we're just... Oh, it's 2-0. Frankham has just headed in from point blank. We're 2-0 down against Wimbledon. This isn't good. Parrott took the corner. And Whelpdale with the header. It was saved, I think, by Vigouroux. And then Frankham was literally almost standing on the line, headed it in. And we're having a terrible time out of there. We just can't find a goal. We've got this corner here, though. De Silva takes it. It's Bishop. It's shot from range. And it's all over the place. And it's scrambled away and eventually cleared. Right, going to make another change halfway through the second half here. Sean Murray's coming off. Jordan Stewart's coming on. We are attacking. We're going to go structured. We're going to up the tempo. We're going to go slightly higher line. We need to score a goal here. Badly. Last 10 minutes. I think it's going to be a defeat here, guys, which is an absolute shame. Connor Thomas is getting a bit tired out there. We'll take him off. We're going to bring on Yasser Kasim. We'll play him as the advanced playmaker. 2 advanced playmakers out there. We're creating plenty of opportunities, but we just can't score. So I really should have put another striker on, shouldn't I? We had Delfonso. Maybe he was the key, but we didn't put him on. So, yeah, not good. We'll go overload. Worst thing that happened is they score a third, but time has just flown by. We've barely seen a highlight in this half, apart from their goal. And there's, only a minute left in the game now. And it doesn't look like we are going to score unless we bring it forward again here. Kasim to Doughty. Kasim again, and he's given it away there, and that is cleared. And I think that will be game over now. There's 5 seconds left. 2, 1, 0. Full time. Wimbledon 2, Swindon 0. That is disappointing. That is really disappointing. Not happy with the result. Disappointed in Jones for conceding the penalty, but equally, maybe more so disappointed with the number of chances we squandered in that match. I mean, how many shots on target? Was it 5 out of 21? Hilton's injury, 4 to 7 weeks. That could be a big loss. We'll leave that to the physio. We'll have him back in a month or so. I don't want to be using injections or anything, so we'll just leave that with the physio. Let's see what we've got coming up. So we've got an FA Cup first round coming up, but I don't know who we're going to have in that. So I won't be worrying too much. The EFL Trophy game is pretty irrelevant. I'm going to play 5 games off screen because the FA Cup... We may get I don't know who we're going to get in that first round proper. There'll be some non-league teams in there. We might get a team in our league or League 2. So, yeah, I'm not too worried about that yet. But an EFL Trophy, we're through in the group, so that's an irrelevant game. So, next episode, well, hopefully I can get there. But unless we get a big team in that cup draw, I'll do that. But yeah, next episode, we're, at the moment, provisionally, we're going to be taking on Charlton. And we've got an away game then against Rochdale, who we literally face like twice in a month, which is really strange that they're grouped together like that. That's really odd. But there you go. That's how it is. Yeah, 2 very different performances, and at the end of the day, I'm pretty disappointed in that. But never mind. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like down below, leave any comments, and if you want to see videos as and when they turn up on YouTube, hit subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Where it looks like it's going to be the Charlton and Rochdale games, but again, it depends who we get in the FA Cup. We'll wait and see. Thank you for watching. I will see you then. Goodbye.